Hey everybody, Martin here. Thanks once again for clicking on this video. Welcome to my channel. And in this video, what we're going to do is I'm going to be giving you a brief, very crisp, kind of 6 to 7 minute overview of how to play my game Super Robo Jetkaiser Z. This is my original game design that I have entered into the ongoing 2025 Solitaire Print and Play Game Design Contest. We will have a link to where you can get more information in the description below, as well as a link to the contest. And I just want to say that this video is part of a series, a set of videos that I am preparing about my game to kind of like help people learn more about the game. Aside from this overview video, there is a game setup video, which I'll also link in the description below. There's also an edited playthrough and then a full playthrough. So look out for all of those links in the description below. But for right now, the video that you're about to watch is an overview of how to play my game Jetkaiser Z. All right, I'll see you at the table. Okay, so right now what I'd like to do is I'd like to give you a brief overview of the gameplay flow, the turn sequence of Super Robo Jetkaiser Z. And to help with that, to support that, what I've done is I've placed a turn sequence player aid here on the player board to serve as a reminder of the 8 game phases, and also I've got these icons that kind of visually indicate each turn phase. And so every turn starts with the intel phase. In the intel phase, the main thing you're going to do is reveal the tactics card for the turn. So then you would flip over the top tactics card and reveal it, and then that would tell you the intentions of the beast fighter that it's going to do later on in the turn. So that's the intel phase. Then you do the generate phase. You draw 6 cards from your personal deck over here. So there's 6 cards for the turn. And then you also gain energy from your reactor. So your reactor, whatever reactor card you've currently got installed, you would read how many energy it generates. Then you would take those energy cubes and you'd place them here in your energy pool. So that's basically what happens in the generate phase. Then you move on to the upgrade phase. This is where you can buy upgrade cards here from the body part upgrades board. You can also play cards from your personal deck for their primary or secondary effect. And you can purchase upgraded cards from the hanger market. And then you move on to the charge phase. In the charge phase, you will assign energy from your energy pool left to right on your charge track on your body parts. And the reason why you want to charge up your body parts is because the more you charge them up, the greater the effect that they have. So for example, your Jetkaiser Burst Vent starting chest weapon will deal 2 damage to a single target. But if you charge it up to this ×3 spot by placing energy cubes until they reach this ×3 spot, then that would be 3 × 2, so then you would do 6 damage to that single target. If you were able to charge it up all the way to the rightmost spot, which is ×6, then you would do 6 × 2, 12 damage to the target. So obviously charging up is good because it allows you to do more damage. It increases your effect. Once you fire off that weapon or trigger that effect, all of the energy that you had used to power up, to charge up, that energy would go back into your energy pool, except for the 1 energy minimum damage in your charge track. All right, and that is the charge phase. After the charge phase, you move on to the enemy action phase, and that's when your enemy beast fighter will actually put into effect the tactics that had been revealed in phase 1 of the turn sequence. So you would take the action cards that are going to be indicated to take action in the enemy action phase. You would, whatever damage it's caused, you would place the damage here in your damage area on your player board. Now, after the enemy action phase, when the enemy has done all of its stuff and the minions, any minions that were activated, have also done all their damage, then you move on to what's called the damage control phase. In the damage control phase, your photovoltaic reactor for Jetkaiser allows you to take the damage from your damage area, and then you have to assign the damage to these tracks from right to left. Right? So these are unified charge and damage tracks. So because you're placing damage right to left on the same track, then potentially, and if you have to place damage and there's an energy cube there, then that energy would overwrite that damage would overwrite that energy cube. So that's what's happening in the damage control phase. You have to assign your damage into the slots on Jetkaiser's body. And if 3 or more body parts get disabled at the end of a turn, you lose the game because Jetkaiser has suffered too much damage. If the reactor on its own if damage reaches this final kind of space with a skull over here, then the game ends. Jetkaiser the reactor has been destroyed, Jetkaiser is destroyed, you lose the game. The way to win the game, obviously, is to reduce the enemy beast fighters' health points to 0. After the damage control phase, after all of that, after Jetkaiser has taken all of this great beating, then it's the Jetkaiser attack phase. Now it's Jetkaiser's turn to do all of its kind of actions that you've been building up to in this turn. Whatever, fire off your chest weapon, your left and right arm, and those types of things. And then finally, the regroup phase, where you discard any cards that you'd played or unplayed this turn. You would refresh the hanger market, lay out a fresh new market. You would remove energy from your energy pool that's beyond the limit that's written on your current reactor card, and then you would start a new turn. So that's basically an overview of the turn sequence as printed here on the player board, and that is just basically an overview of how to play a turn of Super Robo Jetkaiser Z. All right, and that was an overview of how to play my game, Super Robo Jetkaiser Z. Thank you for watching. Reminder once again, if you like this content, please like and subscribe. It really helps. And another reminder is that I have other videos that are related to my game so that you can find out more, and they are all linked in the description below. Until the next time, this has been Martin. Thanks for watching.